The internet is not real, bro. You got to understand that you got to decipher some things that you see on the internet. You can't believe everything that you see on the internet because it's not accurate. You got to understand the origin and who posted that and how is that word spinning or how is that narrative spinning about certain people. You cannot believe everything that you see and read on the internet.
Hey, we live now, really.
What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode on the Golden Gems. What is he? Podcast, baby. Yes, welcome back. And hey, Happy New Year. Happy New Year, baby. Nah. Seriously, though. Happy New Year. I hope that you have had a fun, and relaxing start to the new year. I hope that you have been easing yourself into your plan, easing yourself into what you want, easing yourself in just your life. Today, if you're tuning in right now, we're talking about that boy, Katt Williams. Yes, we're talking about the Katt Williams interview, and we're talking about the NFL playoffs coming up as well, because we got the playoff picture now. We might even touch on the NBA and Ja Morant just getting injured, and also Eric Spoelstra getting that 5 or 10-year, 120 M's contract extension, and he broke the NBA coach's contract because now he making 100 M's. So now he can talk that talk and walk that walk. And if you ain't agreeing with it, you can go ahead and see the dough, because Eric Spoelstra is the Miami Heat for the near future. So anyway, hope you enjoy my little intro about, the topics and what we got going on today. But real quick, before we touch on Katt Williams, I know y'all ready to talk about this Katt Williams interview. Hey, that interview was crazy. That interview was one of a kind. That interview was real. That interview was authentic. But before we dive into that, hold on. Before we dive into that, hey, are you still with me? Are you still with me? All right, your boy's excited, man, because it's 2024. Yeah, we into a new year. Yeah, and guess what? It is time. It is time to go get not only my goals, my dreams, and everything that I want. It's time for you to go get your goals, your dreams, and everything that you want. I don't care if your mama, your daddy, your brother, friend, sister, friend, or anybody has told you not to chase your dreams, not to go after what you want, not to get that job, not to go after that career, not to become an entrepreneur, not to go get what you want. I don't care what anybody has told you. Make sure you go on and get what you want. Make sure you chasing your dreams, your goals, and what you see for your future. Your journey is yours. Your story is yours. When you leave this earth, you going by yourself. Ain't nobody coming with you. I pray to God nobody coming with you. You don't only want to go. God, hey, we all got a day. It be like that. But hey, for your sake though, live your life. Do what you got to do. Be the person that you want to be in the future. Create your story. Create your dreams. Create your goals. And make them happen. Write them down. Look at them every single day. Go get what you say you want. And I promise you, you're going to be successful. But anyway, man, I just wanted to give y'all a little snippet because I miss my people, man. And make sure also you sending this to your mama, your daddy, your friend, best friend, sister, baby mama, friend of another friend, let Jimmy and let Timmy stay across the street. Make sure you sending this to them. Seriously, make sure you send this to everybody. I really appreciate y'all taking the time and coming back. It's been a minute. But let's touch on Katt Williams. I'm going to talk to y'all probably at the end of the video because I know what y'all came here for. You want to hear me talk that talk about Katt Williams, Katt in the Hat, that boy, that man who did that thing on Shannon Sharp's podcast, Club Shay Shay. And so the Club Shay Shay. I hope I can be on there one day. That would be my ultimate dream to meet Shannon Sharp because I've been looking up to him for years. And if y'all haven't seen the interview, I will put his link actually below because he is somebody that I've always watched. He is somebody that I've always, at least for the past 5 years since he's been on television with, even, with his days with Skip And even before that, when he was a football player, even when he had his Hall of Fame speech, you feel me? I would watch his Hall of Fame speech like days on end when I was playing football, going after, league dreams, chasing that league. I was watching his Hall of Fame interview because I wanted to be a Hall of Famer one day because of him, because of Deion Sanders, because of their speeches and their stories. Because every Hall of Fame speech back then, when you got into the Hall of Fame back then, it meant something. It was real. It was serious. And then when you heard those speeches, you heard the accumulation of their life in that short time period, because men like that, they thank everybody. They go through the whole story and they really tell you how and what it took to reach that level. And for me, seeing that back then, I know I'm getting off topic, but for me, seeing Shannon Sharpe do that, way back then, and I became a fan of him. And that was 10 plus years ago. When I was literally, in middle school, high school, when I heard his Hall of Fame speech. And so, whatever, moving forward, I just wanted to give him his kudos, his flowers, because he actually been doing this for a couple of years. His platform blowing up like this is long overdue. Long fucking overdue. And kudos to you, Shannon Sharpe. Kudos to Katt Williams. Y'all stock has went through the roof because everybody gonna want a Katt Williams interview. Now everybody gonna want to come on Shannon's Club Shay Shay podcast. And that's awesome to see. That's amazing to see. And Katt Williams, man, getting into everything with him, he literally spoke the goddamn truth. In this day and age, people don't hear the truth so much because we hear so many lies. We hear so many different lies. We hear so many different things in this day and age. We hear this about this and this, and people really believe everything that they see on the internet. The internet is not real, bro. You got to understand that you got to decipher some things that you see on the internet. You can't believe everything that you see on the internet because it's not accurate. You got to understand the origin and who posted that and how is that word spinning or how is that narrative spinning about certain people. You cannot believe everything that you see and read on the internet. And with this interview, you know what it was? It was a man who went on there and was authentic and was real. And he spoke his truth. He spoke on the lies that other people told about him, and he set the record straight. And even in their rebuttals, they couldn't even say nothing but, oh, I wish him the best. God bless him. They didn't even answer what he said. For Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, Ricky Smiley, everybody, they said, oh, thank you. I wish him the best. I don't want to, they corrected something, but nah. Because they couldn't refute. You can't refute the truth. When somebody speaks truth, when somebody's authentic and real, us as humans, we ain't used to that no more. Because you're used to seeing fake titties, fake asses on the internet. You're used to seeing other people show you their lifestyle on Instagram, them smiling, them so happy, but behind the scenes, they broke. Behind the scenes, they don't got no money. Behind the scenes, they upset. Behind the scenes, they arguing every day with that girl that they so happy with on the internet and smiling with and cheesing with. Behind the scenes, that they about to break up. So you can't really believe everything that you see on the internet. And I just want to say that because a lot of people, they think the internet is everything. They think the internet is, oh my God, what would I do without it? You would go live your life that you live every day. The things that you don't post, because you can't really post everything you do on the internet. Don't get me wrong. Some people really do post every single second of every single day of what they doing on a daily basis on the internet. And God bless you. Because me, I post and I'm out. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. But going back to this interview, man. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I'm sniffling a little bit, I'm coming back actually from vacation. Just hitting on this side note. Coming back actually from vacation. So right now, my sleep schedule is messed up. My body is coming from heat to cold. And your boy fighting through it though. But regardless, anyway, SO to Africa for showing me a fantastic time. SO to Europe for being so special and magical, in history there. SO to, Switzerland. SO to Poland. You feel me? Just couple countries I just got back from. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. And if you want to see those vlogs, head over to my other channel. It is called Relly's TV, or AKA Relly's Life. Hold on. I feel bad now. I really do feel bad. Relly's Uncut. Jesus Christ. I can't even think it all. I haven't posted on there, as you can see, in a little minute. Okay. It'd be like that. Don't even judge me, though. All right. So, but now I'm going to actually start posting on there because I'm about to start streaming. I'm about to go ahead, start, getting into a lot of other ventures and doing, things with that. But anyway, like I said, hey, you here because you are a fan of the Golden Gems podcast. So if I tell you a little couple things that's going on with me, RellyGemz, and going on with the Golden Gem podcast, and I'm not only talking about Katt Williams, hopefully you listen. Hopefully you hit that subscribe button by now and you become a fan because you want to hear more. And also, that real estate class is on the way. That motherfucking motivational speaking, boy, motivational Mondays is back. That motherfucking sports talk on Thursdays with Relly is back. That motherfucking credit talk and stocks talk is back and here to stay. That generational wealth talk is here. And we ready. Are you ready? But anyway, let's stay on topic. Katt Williams, man. He spoke his truth, man, and a lot of people, like I said, they ain't used to hearing the truth these days. He addressed what he needed to address. He spoke to the people that he wasn't afraid to speak to. And he spoke on things that everybody's talking about, even the Diddy situation. I haven't even talked about that. He even spoke on the Diddy situation, but it went over people's heads. He said that Diddy used to always offer him to come over. He said, I don't play that. I don't play with other people's buttholes and all that. But if you want to hear all about the interview, just go look at the interview. Katt Williams spoke on Kevin Hart as well. He spoke on their relationship and how, he hasn't been in the same room with him in over 25 years, and how, a lot of his roles that Kevin Hart received was Katt Williams roles turned down. And because Katt Williams wanted to change a few things, Katt Williams, didn't ultimately get the role because they said, oh, we'll just go with him. And Katt Williams alluded to maybe Kevin Hart being, industry plant. If you want to look up the definition, I don't really like getting into all the conspiracy theories. I'm not a conspiracy theories guy. I believe what I see, I believe what I hear, and I decipher through it. Well, I don't believe it because if I believed it, then I would believe everything I hear. But I decipher. I should just say that I decipher. Oh, I go through. Let's say that. That's a better word, easier word for your boy. But yes, I go through everything I see and hear and I read, and that's because I want to draw my own conclusion. Just like I draw my own conclusion on humans. If I hear that you're a good person and that you're very nice, you're very kind, and I'm going to assume that maybe you're a good person, you're nice, and you're very kind. But also, when I meet you, guess what? I will see for myself. I will meet you politely. I will smile in front of your face. Even if I heard that you were a bad person, that you were a horrible person, that I shouldn't engage with you and I shouldn't talk to you, guess what? If you come across me, I will still have a conversation with you because I want to judge you for myself, because I know when I look in another man's eyes or another woman's eyes, I can see purity or I can see evil. And with that being said, like it is, sometimes you really can't tell, or you really don't know until you see another person for a second time or a third time, or maybe you just see him that one time and you just like, I felt something, so let me mind my business. And hey, that's just how I operate. That's how I live my life, and I've been telling people this, as far as with this Katt Williams interview, I've been telling people like, hey, like he hopped on there, he addressed the things I needed to address, because at the end of the day, it gets to a point where you get tired of people having their name in your mouth. You get tired of people saying things about you that's false and untrue. And at a person in his stature, who's one of the greatest of all time in comedy, like at the end of the day, like it's Katt Williams, Dave Chappelle, Mike Epps, I'm throwing Kevin Hart in there because at the end of the day, Kevin Hart has built his own lane and he's a great businessman, and it's, I'm talking about like for that generation, that's kind of with Katt Williams, but Katt Williams is damn near in every generation almost, because he's still current, he's still relevant, and he was even back with Bernie and Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer, Ricky Smiley, DL Hewley. He was with all the comics, he was there. You feel me? Katt Williams has surpassed and been around for every generation and been doing this for a very long time. Because I remember watching his stand-ups when his ass was in baggy-ass clothes and had the motherfucking suit jacket, talking like a pimp, and like a pimp named Slickback. You feel me? From the Boondocks. I've been messing with Katt Williams from way, way back when. You know, Katt Williams, I've always been in my top 5, if not my top 3, if not my top 2. He has always been one of my favorite comedians, you know. But I'm just talking about like comedians in that era. I'm not talking about comedians of all time, because we talking about comedians of all time. You know who number 1? Richard Pryor. Richard Pryor number 1 for me. Then you go Eddie Murphy. Then you probably go Bernie Mac. Because honestly, I feel like Bernie Mac would be number 1 if he was still around. But that's just my opinion. You know, at the end of the day, Bernie Mac was a legend. Bernie Mac was 1-1. If we being real. And you know what Bernie Mac from SO to Chi-Town, baby. Bernie Mac. Yo, we produced that. We got Gemz like that. I'm a Gemz like that. You feel me? You can say Gem though, because it means gems. You feel me? It be like that, but you still got to put the Z on it anyway, though. I'm serious though. So Bernie Mac, like my top 5. That's it. Like I'll throw Katt Williams in there for 4. I would throw also Dave Chappelle in there. Nah, I'm putting Mike Epps in my top 5, just because I love every single movie he's in. I've been a fan of him since the beginning. So my top 5, because it's my top 5. Richard Pryor, because I know he's a GOAT, he's a legend, and I watch some of his stuff, and he's a pioneer. He's the legend. Eddie Murphy, he's a pioneer. He's the legend. And then it goes Bernie Mac, because I loved everything Bernie Mac did, and he was literally the king of comedy. He was that man. He was that guy. And if he would have lived longer, boy, now, oh my God, Bernie Mac would be, boy, I don't even want to talk about it. But I believe he will be just as big, if not bigger than Eddie Murphy right now, if not bigger than Richard Pryor. So I will also put Mike Epps, just because he's my personal favorite. I love everything that he's in. I love every single movie. Like Mike Epps is just hilarious to me, and that's my guy. I fuck with Mike Epps a long way, no homo, but real talk though. And then for number 5, I would say Katt Williams, because for stand-up, I've always loved every single Katt Williams. Like I hate that his stand-ups aren't like, you got to really search the internet to find this man's stand-up. You feel me? And I really mess with him. And then I would put, for my top 5 honorable mention, I'm putting Kevin Hart for honorable mention. I'm putting Dave Chappelle for honorable mention. I'm putting Chris Rock for honorable mention. And that's like, you know, getting to the top 10 for me. But, you know, my top 5 is my top 5. Your top 5 is different. Everybody's top 5 is different. For me, even putting Richard Pryor in my top 5, I didn't even really watch him. I watch Eddie Murphy stand-ups, you know, at least the ones I can find. I've watched Bernie Mac stand-ups, at least the ones I can find. I've seen all of Katt Williams, at least the ones I can find. I've seen Mike Epps stand up. You know, I've seen all these, you know, I'm a big fan of comedy. You understand that? And so that's why, like, when Katt Williams hopped on that interview, and I watched a decent amount of Katt Williams interviews, but he doesn't interview all the time. He's not one of those interviewers or one of those people, not interviewers. He's not one of those people that's just going to hop on and just say whatever the fuck. Like, do your research and do your fact check about him. He's really him. You feel me? He really represents his morals, and he stands on values, and he's a man of standards for himself. And he explained that. He explained the Hollywood and how everything goes. I don't fucking know. I ain't even trying to really be in Hollywood like that. To be quite honest with you, I just want to carve a lane out for myself. If I will make it. Not if I make it. I will make it. I'm going to carve a lane out for myself. I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to be an entertainer. I'm going to be in movies. I'm going to be on podcasts and different, you know, avenues like that. I'm going to have my own merch brand. I'm going to have, you know, a $1 billion real estate portfolio one day. I'm going to do all these things because I truly believe in it, and that's why I'm speaking. I'm speaking it to you right now. I'm speaking it into existence because that's what I believe in. So, Katt Williams, I appreciate you. More of the story. Hopping on Shannon Sharp's podcast. Again, that's so to Shannon Sharp. I love you, Unc, and I really appreciate you because I've taken bits and pieces from things I've heard you do, and I applied it to my life, and, you know, it's working for me. I put my own little twist and flair on it, just like I usually do with things, and it's working. So thank you, Unc, for the tidbits that you always share. And also, just in general, man, like Katt Williams, man, once again, like, we appreciate you speaking your truth. That's why people love real and authentic these days, because we don't get real and authentic no more. You know, so Katt Williams, we appreciate you. Thank you for that interview. I know that speech and talking about this Katt Williams interview has been long overdue, but I love comedy. I love, you know, that's one thing I don't really talk about enough, but I will start talking about it. You know, I will start giving reviews about stand-ups and things like that, because I really like comedy. I really like stand-ups because it's an art form, and it's a different kind of art form. So, SO to those guys, man, because stand-up is not easy either. So, SO to them. Really appreciate, that interview. Shannon Sharp, you did amazing. But now let's go ahead. I want to just touch on a little bit NFL talk, sports talk, even though it's coming for you tomorrow. Yeah, I said that. It's coming for you. Sports talk is coming. It's right around the corner. But just make sure you wait for that because it's coming. All right. So, hitting it real quick, just a little bit. Oh, also, let me touch on. Do I really want to touch on it? Should I just save do y'all really want to hear about the sports? Do y'all really want to hear about certain things? Like, I'm trying to save some things. I don't really know if I should hit on everything, but anyway, let's go ahead and hit on NFL, man. All right, so NFL, let's go ahead and go over the first round matchups. You got the Browns versus Texans, and whoever wins, they play the Baltimore Ravens in the second round. You got the Dolphins versus the Chiefs, and whoever wins, they will play the Steelers or the Bills. So the winner of that game, Steelers versus Bills, first round. I got the Steelers. I'm not going to give y'all my picks. I'm just going to tell you the teams. Then you got Eagles, Tampa playing. Whoever wins, they play San Francisco. You got the LA Rams playing the Detroit Lions. Whoever wins, they will be playing the winner of Green Bay and Cowboys. Green Bay is playing the Cowboys. Dak, y'all should win. The Cowboys should definitely go on to the second round, because if they lose, oh my God. Ain't nobody even really thinking they're gonna lose. Because we know the Green Bay Packers, they ain't really the Green Bay Packers without Aaron Rodgers. They don't have that, we know it's gonna be a game, or we know they at least gonna put up a fight and they're gonna win. But ain't nobody expecting the Green Bay Packers to win. But what if they do? We're going to talk about it next week. But those are all the teams that's playing. I don't really want to hit on it because I want to hit on it next time. But this video is actually getting quite long, and I didn't really want to make a long video about this Katt Williams interview. But, hey, look at it. Look at his snap. Anyway, I do want to talk about this new year, though. I do want to talk about this new year and the things that I have to come. Hey, with the Golden Gems podcast, man, like, God is good. God is good. That's all I can say. Like, we are putting things in place right now behind the scenes, and we are making things happen. At the end of the day, man, it goes back down to my shoulders. And, it's hard to do things by yourself, man. It's hard to do things by yourself, but every day I wake up and I put one foot in front of the other, and then I get to work. I wish I had a team. I wish I had brothers who can come together, brothers who would want to collab with me, but that's just not the reality. And one day I will have that, so for now, hey, I'm putting the team on my back and we're going just like you should. Put the team on your back and go. Put the team on your back and grind. Put the team on your back and do everything that you got to do to be successful. Because at the end of the day, they count on you to break that generational curse. Put that weight on your shoulders because you know you can bear it. God spoke to you and he told you that you the special one. You the one that's going to break the generational curse. You the one that's going to go get everything that they deserve. Because, hey, you that person in your family. You're her. You're him. Believe that. Believe that you going to get everything that you deserve. Hey, work. Go get everything that you want in this life. Because best believe, God going to continue to bless you. He going to continue to watch over you. So why not grind? Why not work? And why not go get what you say you want? Yeah, I'm telling you. It's going to happen, man. Keep your head up. Keep your faith high. And, hey, keep going, man. Because at the end of the day, all it takes is one person to change a family's legacy, a family's heritage, a family's, history. All it takes sometimes is one person. And that one person to be crazy enough to just, hey, I have this plan. I have this goal. Nobody really knows what I really want. Nobody can really see my vision. Nobody really, see what I see. But guess what? I see it and I'm going to go for it. And everybody has that example of the person in their family. Whether you can look at the celebrities, LeBron James, Kevin Hart, Even Michael Jordan. Everybody had to start somewhere. Michael Jordan didn't even make his high school basketball. You don't think his parents said, nah, you don't need to hoop no more? You're not even good enough. You ain't even make your high school basketball team. So why you still practicing? Come on now. Everybody has a story. Everybody had to start here. Little do you know, it's just they boosted as a celebrity, so you just see their successes. But you don't remember how they got it way back when? But they earned where they're at. Some of them, yeah, they got them handed to us. Some of them, yeah, the Illuminati, all that. But some people actually had to work for the shit that they got. Some people are still working and still grinding every single day for the shit that they have, and they continue to grind every single day for the shit that they want. And they continue to elevate because they tasted that success. They tasted that thing. And they said, yeah, I want it. I want to keep going after it. So before I start coughing up a storm, before I get a little sicker on this camera, I wish you the best, man. I wish you a very successful 2024. I thank you for tuning in, man, to the Golden Gems, podcast. Make sure you sending this to your mama, your daddy, your friend, brother, friend, baby sister, little cousin, little Jimmy, little Timmy, everybody that stay around the corner, even little Tommy that stay across the street from you. Send this to them too. Send this to their grandmama. Send this to your grandmama. Send this to everybody. And tell them to subscribe, tell them to like, hit the show notes, show your boy some love. RellyGemz is coming at you live from the Golden Gems podcast. And I thank you for always coming back, man, and showing your boy some love. And hey, why not be successful? Why not go after what you say you want? Yeah, I believe in you. Believe in yourself. Deuces. SO to the Golden Gems podcast.
Hey, we live now, really.